Sanibona, ngaphambi singene kwivideo namuhla, ngithi angithathe lithuba ngibonge i-support nothando enikhombise lona lingaphezu kokucabanga kwethu. Siyacela niqhubeke nisiphote njalo ngokubuka amavidiyo ethu, ungakhohlwa ukukhomenta, ushare, ulike. Siyafisa ukuzwa umbono wakho. Sicela ke singene kwivideo namuhla. Ey'nsukwini ezedlule ngikubikela ukuthi uGeneral Zef Mkhwanazi, o-Provincial Commissioner waseMpumalanga, uthe benze isivumelwano nohulumeni waseSwazini ukuthi uma kukhona umuntu owenza ubugebengu la wabalekela eSwazini, bakwazi ukumthatha lo muntu bambuyise eSouth Africa. NeSouth Africa ngokunjalo, uma kukhona umuntu owenza ubugebengu eSwaziland wayise ebalekela ngapha, akwazi ukubanjwa lo muntu la eSouth Africa asiwe eSwaziland. Ibona budlelwano osebukhandiwe manje. Baze basho ukuthi le insizwa zakwaNdimande eyisolakala ngecala lokubulala u-AKA, uhulumeni waseSwaziland uzozibamba, uzothi esezibambile bese ezihenda over ukuze zize la eSouth Africa zizobhekana namacala azo. Ngithe uma ngithi ngingena ku-TikTok ngathela lapha kwevideo kaBrigadier Athlenda Mathe ekhuluma kanje.
I can confirm that a high-risk team has left South Africa. They are on their way to the King Mswati International Airport, where they will be meeting with officers from Interpol, Eswatini, where the handing over will then take place between Interpol South Africa, our officers, and Interpol Mbambane. They will then escort the two brothers to South Africa. Only upon their arrival at the King Shaka International Airport will our Interpol officers then hand over to the lead investigator in this case, who will then execute a J50 warrant of arrest. You'll recall that the two brothers are wanted on 3 cases. The first one being the murder of a taxi boss in Amanzimtoti in 2022. Where they're facing 5 charges on that case. The second case is then the murders of AKA and Tibbs Motswane, where they're facing 11 charges. The third case is the murder of a driver of a taxi boss, as well as the attempted murder of his wife. On that particular case, they are facing about 11 charges. So the lead investigator will execute the J50 warrant of arrest right here at the airport. He will place them under arrest officially in South Africa. He will then process them, take fingerprints, take the warning statements, obviously take them through informing them of their arrest, the reasons for their arrest, the charges that they're facing, and obviously give them, right of reply through their attorneys and so on, offer them legal representation and so on. Right after that, we will then proceed to a local station where they will be processed. Right after that, they will then be taken to court where they will appear before a magistrate.
We're expecting that to happen today?
Yeah, we're expecting it to happen this morning. As you've noted, that the extradition order and the surrender order that was sent to members of the SAPS is that they should be out of Eswatini this morning. So I can confirm that a high-risk team. You will know that it's a high-risk operation. I mean, we are dealing with contract killers. 2 men that get paid to kill people. I wouldn't want to call them professional hitmen, but that's the best way to put it. So it is a high-risk operation. We've got our specialized units on standby, and when they arrive, we will then process them accordingly and take them to court.
Ngaphambi siqhubeke nje nalolu daba lensizwa zakaNdimande, angikubeke lokho. Ngiyakujabulelwa mina ukusolwa ngoba kwenza ukuthi ngifunde. Kodwa ungangisoleli into engekho ngoba ngiyacasuka. Izolo la uthi omunye uma ngabe amacala enziwa ama-illegal immigrants senza amavidiyo ngokushesha, kodwa amacala amayenziwa abantu bala eSouth Africa asiwenza amavidiyo. Le nkulumo ngizwe inhlamba kimi yangiphatha kabi. uBongani Nkosi uthi, hello chief, I'm asking you why if it's South African you found doing wrong thing, why don't you mention it like is as a foreigner that he found doing something wrong? Because this is a crime that is happening in South Africa. It doesn't matter who do it is wrong to everyone to do the crime. When is it the foreigner? You make it louder. Witnesses, South African, we are not saying louder than is like the foreigner. Ingakho ngithe ngiyakuthanda ukugxekwa nokusolwa, kodwa ngisolelwa into ekhona. Sibukele edabeni lensizwa kaNdimande. Yizo-ke le nsizwa ezimbili njengoba ubona ukuthi zilandiwe manje obaseswazini bazisusa eSwaziland. Njengoba ubona ziyogibela indiza nje, indiza lezo zisusa eSwaziland iyozibeka eKing Shaka Airport. Kanti ngapha eSouth Africa eKing Shaka Airport nakho kwenzekayo.
Moved slightly. We've been moved by officials from the AXA offices here, and they've told us to just position ourselves here, but perhaps it's better because what you're looking at now is the international arrival section of the airport. So that's where the Ndemande brothers are expected to come through. There was a small briefing that took place here a little while ago with members of the SAPS. When we spoke to Atlanta Mate earlier, you might also remember that she mentioned that a high-risk team will be accompanying the Ndemande brothers. Remember, these are individuals that we are talking about that are charged with murder, but they are also involved in other cases besides that of AKA and Ntebelo Motswane. So among those that will be accompanying the Ndemande brothers is also the Special Task Force. In fact, I'm going to show you, and you may have seen some of the activity outside, but we'll take you a bit closer while we continue to talk about it. So the latest information that is coming through now indicates that they should get to King Shaka International Airport at around 9:30 to 10. That's the indication that we have. Now remember, there was a delay this morning, so that time seemed to change from time to time, but that is now the latest information. When they get here, it'll be a matter of processing them, and they'll also follow this path that I am following now with Nkanyiso, our camera operator. They'll come out to this quiet part of the airport. There's a large police presence here, and it is in this area that they will be picked up. When I walked out earlier, I saw the number of police officers that had already lined up here. Some of the members of the Special Task Force should be in your shot. Now they are scattered around outside here, as well as the police armored vehicle that's just in front of me. So this tells you how seriously they are taking this issue.
Ngoba ubona le video le insizwa sezifikile, siyabonga kakhulu ukubambisana okukhona njengoba esibikelile uGeneral Mkhwanazi ukuthi ubudlelwana ababukhandile neSwaziland kungokusiko kokuqala. Sizokhumbula nangesikhathi kukhona insizwa zazibulala iphoyisa zawo sezibalekele eSwaziland, basebenzisana namaphoyisa aseMbabane ukuthi selekeleleni le insizwa zibulala iphoyisa. Azigijimisa-ke le insizwa lamaphoyisa aseMbabane azigijimisa lezi insizwa zakhipha isibhamu azidubula zafela khona lapho. Kodwa bazithatha zizidumbu zinjalo bazilethe eSouth Africa. Futhi basho ukuthi bona inhloso yabo beyukuthi bazibambe bazibophe, kodwa ngoba zisuke zakhetha ukuba zigora zenza ubulungiswa. Ngihlezi ngisho njalo ngithi insizwa lezi ezibulala abanye uma ngabe zidubula amaphoyisa bese amaphoyisa ezidubula back isuke zenza ubulungiswa zasave ama-resources we-state. Ya, ilolu daba engithi ngikubukele lona azidlule kulunye udaba. Security officers were arrested in Elukwatini for attempted murder, malicious damage to property and intimidation. Police said the suspect fired shots and threw stones at the motorist after stopping him at Nhlazatshe crossing on the 4th of November 2025. The driver managed to escape and reported the incident. The suspects, identified as Phumlani Muzi Nene, una 31 iminyaka, Mongameli Xaba, ona 29 iminyaka, Mhlengi Shange, ona 32, and Siyabonga Zondo, ona 29, were arrested the same day. During the arrest, police recovered 4 firearms, 2 semi-automatic rifles, a shotgun and a pistol, along with about 104 live rounds. The apparent brief in the Chief Albert Lutul Magistrate Court on the 5th of November 2025 and were remanded in custody. Their next court appearance is scheduled for the 12th of November 2025, where they are expected to apply for a bail. Acting Provincial Commissioner Major General Dr. Zeph Mkhwanazi praised the swift arrest and commended the officers for their dedication and professionalism in responding to violent incidents. Dr. Zeph Mkhwanazi, Acting Provincial Commissioner waseMpumalanga, kanye no-Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, Provincial Commissioner KwaZulu-Natal, hayi baliphakamisile isibongo sabo. Yabona labo Mkhwanazi ababili, uyedwa nje umuntu obaphoxayo, uBrigadier Julius Mkhwanazi, kodwa abona isibongo sakubo basiphakamisile. Ngempela njengabantu abazwayo ukuthi abayifuni nonsense. Asithathe udaba lokugcina bese siyayivala ivideo. SAPS Gauteng Commercial Crime and Financial Unit have arrested suspect age 52 for selling unauthorized TV boxes with downloaded multi-choice content. Following an intel-driven op on the 5th of November in Lenasia, a joint operation involving Crime Intelligence, Johannesburg, Hawks, Serious Commercial Crime Investigation Team and Multi-Choice Brand Protectors led to the seizure of 329 items valued at approximately 546,000 rand, including TV boxes, remotes, cables, laptop, USB sticks, and cell phones. Ebuhlungu ngalolu daba esilibika manje ukuthi abantu ababoshwayo akubona abaproduce ama-TV box. Umuntu oboshwayo yilo wastokile ama-TV box. Abantu afuneka babanjwe yilaba akuyibona abangama-distributor walama-TV box. Ngiyawazi la thengiswa khona eJozi. Nami ngangazama impilo ngabathengisi. Abantu bayawafuna cause ishintsha i-TV yakhe ibe smart TV as long as une-Wi-Fi. Kodwa manje umuntu ogcine eboshiwe ilo otholakala nama-TV box, kodwa ama-distributor wakhona akhona. Ibhlungu lapho ke le ndaba. Angibambe le video, ngicela ukuze uphawula kwakho la comment section ngizwe ukuthi wena ubona kanjani lolu daba esixoxa ngalo. Ngale kwalokho mina nawe sidibana kwivideo elandelayo, ngiyabonga.